Well, we are all done with the first part of LTA Split 1. We know who's going to Brazil and in what order they'll be going. I'm joined right now by APA. You are flying to Brazil tomorrow.
Yes. I don't know what time, but it's tomorrow sometime.
Let's say it's in 15 hours because that's more exciting for the beginning of this interview.
I don't think it's that fast.
In just 12 hours, you'll be leaving to Brazil, APA.
In 6 hours.
Yeah. Right after this interview, you'll be headed to the airport. And we're excited to find out what's going on. This interview is brought to you by you. Please support the channel. But APA, what do you think of the first split so far? Because I know you guys are finishing not in the place you expected to.
I mean, the only way to say it, I think the regular season is just too short.
Yeah.
Like, I faced, 4 teams? And I don't know. I feel like facing 4 teams is such a small amount of things to face. How many games did I play?
You played
8 games.
8 games? Okay.
Like, there's no way that's a regular season.
Right. Well, technically, the season continues, right? We're only the first 3 weeks of it.
Now.
Yeah.
I think I wasn't a fan of the split and how the whole bracket was.
Yeah.
Like, we did lose some games. Like, we of course lost to Fly, lost to 100 Thieves last week, but I'm not too worried about us being 4th seed. Like FlyQuest, everyone probably assumed they were going to be first, is also 3rd seed.
Yeah.
So I think the seedings are a bit out of order. So I'm not too worried about anything.
Have you looked into any of the Brazilian teams? Because theoretically, you'll be playing the strongest Brazilian team, right? So.
Yeah, we faced Jose's team. Mm-hmm. I forget what's like Istras or something like that. It's funny because I used to face that team all the time here when they were in the LLA.
Yeah.
So it's like, I thought I was going to be facing some new players I've never heard of or never seen. It was Jose, Snaker, like just the guys I know.
That's funny. Is that cool at least?
It'll be fun to go down to Brazil.
Yeah. Was it fun to play against that team, or would you have rather played against
It's still fun because they're like, didn't directly face them.
Yeah.
But I've seen most of their team in solo queue. So I'd rather face, what's their Brazilian name? Like the Red Canuds?
Yeah, Red Canuds, yeah.
Like, I'd just rather face a Brazilian team, but
maybe you will.
Still
because
can.
Maybe you win and then another Brazilian team heads up in the bracket against you or something, so it can still happen. But yeah, I understand how maybe you were hoping for
different people who haven't played any solo queue.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Well, hopefully you'll get some scrims in. Will you be streaming those scrims? This is the new meta. I don't know if you heard about this.
I don't think we'll be streaming our scrims.
You seem very okay. Well, what was your take on the scrim situation? Because that felt like it dominated the middle of this week.
I think it's just stupid.
Yeah?
Like, I think, I don't know, there's no other way to put it. Why would you play a strategy game and then just leak all your strats?
Yeah. I've been curious to see what people's sentiments are, because there's obviously people who are very vocally for it, and the community seems to be really interested in it. But I do think there seems to be a lot of people who are kind of against it, but are keeping their heads down because the community is so for it and there's so many other vocal people for it. So, yeah. But it sounds like you are not a fan.
Yeah, not a fan, sorry.
Okay. All right, so you are headed to Brazil in just 20 minutes.
Right after this interview.
Yeah.
My bag's already packed.
Yeah. How much are you hoping to get out of the experience in terms of skilling up? Because obviously you'll be scrimming against teams that you haven't scrimmed against, theoretically. So do you have high hopes that will be more valuable than the scrims that you've had previously?
I think as a team we've always honestly leveled up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, last year in spring I think we leveled up throughout playoffs. I just think we do well under this type of pressure.
Yeah.
So I'm excited going into playoffs, especially in it's going to feel like an international tournament basically, because it is.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yes. In some ways LTA is an international tournament because we have 3 different countries, but now you'll have even more. So, I understand. You'll be playing in a different country and there'll be different stakes, etc. For first stand, what do you think the chances are that you guys will qualify to that?
I still think pretty high.
Yeah.
like, yeah, I still think we can win the entire tournament. I'm not like we lost a close best of 3 to 100 Thieves. We lost, like honestly, I probably threw the last game versus FlyQuest. You know, we're right there. It's just the way to describe it. Just get a little bit better, play a little bit better on the day, whatever it is.
Yeah.
We definitely can still win the, what's the tournament called in Brazil?
I mean, it's just LTA.
Yeah, we definitely can still win LTA.
LTA split 1.
Okay, yeah, we can definitely still win LTA.
Yes. All right. What are your thoughts on Fearless now that we're 3 weeks in, the fact that you're going to be playing that in Brazil?
It's been fun.
Yeah.
I wish there were best of 5s, because I don't think you actually get to see how funny some drafts can get.
Yes.
Like a couple of times, if you like start like a little bit late, you'll just do 5 games.
Right.
Instead of block 3.
Right.
So in some of those games, like games 4 and 5, have just been some really, really funny drafts.
It's okay. So I know you don't like streams that are scrimmed, and that's because you're like, hey, this feels somewhat anti-competitive. It's a strategy game. You're revealing your strats, etc. But I think a lot of people might say that like Fearless, especially in 5 games, would also be anti-competitive because now things just start to get really, really goofy. So I'm curious where like the line is for you on this type of stuff.
I think there's more things to leaking scrims than draft.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you do like just unique things. Like the biggest example is just like Buppo. Like I think everyone can say he's a unique player.
Yeah.
I think if you're able to watch him in a environment where he's actually tryharding, because he does, try hard in scrims.
Yeah.
You'll just pick up like the unique things he does. And
Yeah.
it's just, how do I say it? Yeah, like I said at the start, there's more things than leaking just priorities.
Yeah. All right. Trying to think if there's anything else before you head off to Brazil. Anything you're looking forward to about Brazil besides the games?
Honestly, whenever I go to like these other countries for these tournaments, I always like just experiencing a little bit of the culture. Like, of course, can't go out for the whole day and whole night because you still have to practice a whole ton.
Right.
But the few moments that you do get to go out, that's all been really cool.
Yeah.
So I'll, just being able to experience the Brazilian culture. And then Core told me when he went to Brazil last year for
he went to something else,
like the streamer tournament or whatever it was. He said the fandom there was crazy, and that's for like a streamer tournament.
Yes.
So I can only imagine like how it would be like when you're actually playing.
Yeah, that'll be cool. All right, anything you want to say to any fans before you leave directly from this to the airport?
I think my Uber is actually here.
Yeah, okay.
To all the fans, just thanks for the support. I think we'll do well in LTA playoffs.
Awesome.
So, have hope.
Looking forward to seeing you play in just a short time. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LTA right here on my YouTube channel.
Travis Gafford World's Tour. Those are the days. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, you've caught me reminiscing. Well, honestly, guys, I'm feeling a little down. LTA, the coverage, it's over for the next until April. We're not going to Brazil, and that's so sad. But what's even sadder is the fact that you could become a member for just $2.99 a month, and you're not one already. I mean, what, do you not want an exclusive video every month and early access to all interviews and videos that we make? I mean, hey, to each their own, but it makes me wonder. Those are the good old days.